Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Occasionally, I do something called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make a. You know what I'm talking about.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing, everybody out there? Great to see y'all. We are in the building. I'm happy to be here. I'm your host, Dennis Holmes from The Ignorant Digger Podcast. I am with the chocolate girl, Sharon Mullen. What's going on, chocolate girl?
Good morning. I'm glad to be here. Saturday, my favorite day of the week. Glad to be here on the Side Jawn every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. So excited.
Yes, I'm happy to be here as well. Each and every Saturday morning. I'm glad that things worked out well, that we could be here doing this, entertaining the people. I don't know just how we feel on certain things, you know. Got a letter today. I got a letter that I was told that needs to be read this week, so that's why I called this show Dear Side Jawn, because they told me it needs to be read this week. They need some advice. They want to know what's going on. That's what they say.
Oh, really?
But before we get into all that, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I had some bouts of illness a little bit this week, but overcame it and pushed through to the end and had a couple doctor's appointments and just life. You know how life is, ups and downs, but mostly ups, so that's a good thing. How's your week been?
My week has been good. I had a doctor's appointment. I had to go get a CAT scan on my chest area, abdomen and all that. I think my gallbladder's been messing with me.
Oh.
They said the gallbladder walls have been thickening, so I know ever since I was taking that Ozempic shot, well, it was Wegovy, wasn't Ozempic exactly. But since I was taking that shot, I know I've been having like a gallbladder issue, upper chest pain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, get that checked out. I have to get a CAT scan too. I had to get an ultrasound first, but you know how insurance does. You got to get this test first.
Yeah.
And if they can't tell, you got to get this test. So I'm going through all that because they got this lump on my leg. I don't know what it is. I had one before and had to have it removed because it was a tumor, remember? On my left leg. Well, now I got one in my right. So I'm trying to figure out what this one is. But yeah, so my leg's been a little uncomfortable this week, but I'm still learning my line dances though. Shout out to the RTP steppers. I got my shirt on today. Decided to wear my shirt on to represent. Oh.
Got them boots on the ground.
I can dance.
I seen you put that cruise video. I see you've been. Now they're gonna start popping up. You're gonna start seeing all these crazy cruise videos.
But listen, I thought y'all said that they said you can't bring the fans no more. I guess this is a cruise specifically for that then, is what it looks like.
Yeah, that was the rumor Carnival was putting out there. Maybe they went back on what they said. I haven't been on a Carnival cruise in 10 years. So I can't 100% say, that's exactly what happened.
Uh-huh.
But I do want to go on another Carnival cruise because, like I told you, they party all night. Other cruise lines don't really party all night. Like they'll have parties, but they ain't partying all night. Carnival cruise partying all night. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like it ain't nobody business.
I don't know, but like I put on there, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go because I don't know. The way that this administration keeps cutting personnel at the CDC and everywhere, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go because they don't have people to inspect the ships now. So you taking a chance. I don't know if I want to go to these people out of office. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll let you know how the ship is. I'm going.
I know you going. I know you going, honey. Did you have a good football week? What happened this week in NFL?
It wasn't really good, but it was a very good sports weekend. I want to say I got some wrestling. I got boxing. One of the biggest boxing fights ever, and Terrence Bud Crawford made history. My Vols played the Georgia Bulldogs. They lost in overtime.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a hell of a game.
I'm sure that was heartbreaking for you.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking because I thought we finally had them. We ain't have them though.
So Crawford, Terrence Crawford, how did he make history?
Well, Terrence Bud Crawford, he moved up 2 weight divisions to go fight Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez was the super middleweight champion. They went to 168 pounds. Terrence Crawford was at 154 pounds. So, and every weight division is another 7 pounds. So he went up 2 weight divisions for his first fight at 168 and won against Canelo Alvarez.
Well, I was pulling for him to win. I'm not a boxing person, but I'm not an Alvarez fan at all. So, yeah, I was glad he won. I was glad he won.
Besides that, something else happened.
What happened?
Oh, well, the Eagles played Kansas City. That was another nail biting one. But
yeah, y'all pulled it out though.
Yeah, but before that game happened, the Giants and the Cowboys got into a shootout.
That was unreal.
But it surprised me because I took the Cowboys as my lock of the week, and they got into a shootout.
I don't know. Russell Wilson just found something. I don't know.
Man. And this week I took the Buffalo Bills as my lock of the week over the Miami Dolphins. So I already got that out the way.
I wouldn't put that on a lock. You just never know with Miami. They like to play the Bills and the Patriots differently.
Yeah. But Tua hasn't beaten Buffalo. Or maybe I think he's 1-9 against them, something like that.
Yeah.
So I took my chance on that.
Yeah. I get it.
I got a couple upsets coming up for this week as well. I think the Bears going to beat the Cowboys. I think the Arizona Cardinals is going to beat 49ers. And I think that the Giants will shock the world and beat the Chiefs.
Let me see who I wrote down. I wrote down something. You said the Giant. You said who going to beat the Chiefs?
The Giants.
Let me see. I think I did that too. I think I picked the Cardinals to beat the 49ers. I think I picked that too. I think I did. I can't find my list. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be an upset week. I'm mad at my Steelers. Let me tell you what I noticed about them. So we have TJ Watt, And if you're looking at their line, if I'm the quarterback on the other team and I'm facing our defensive line, he lines up over here on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the game and I could see they kept running the same play. Seattle kept running the same play. They never went to the right. They kept going to the left. Why didn't we make any adjustments? Why didn't we make any type of adjustments on that? We should have moved him. We should have had him move at the snap. We should have faked him out. As soon as the snap, he should have just ran straight over to that side. Period. And had the other ones come. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, switch around.
Right. I mean, they did it like several times in a row. They kept doing it. And the difference is when they run his way, they were averaging two yards a carry. They were averaging 5 to 7 yards a carry going the other way, proving that TJ Watt is the best in the game. They figured it out. Why? Because our defensive coordinator is not creative. So I put it on record this off season on Talk Your Ish Tuesday, every Tuesday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. I said to you, if we don't do well this season and at least get to the semifinals, the AFC semifinal game, if we don't at least get there, I'm gonna be asking them to get rid of Mike Tomlin. And you know how much I love Mike Tomlin.
I love him too.
But that's it. This is it. I've been without my Big Ben all these 4 seasons now. This is enough.
All right. Well, we in September, and you know, there's always a national something in September. But it surprised me this September that it is National Take a Man on a Date Month.
Well, before we get to that,
okay,
today is National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
I ain't gonna eat no pizza today.
Pepperoni pizza.
I am a pizza guy.
National Fried Rice Day, National String Cheese Day, and National Punch. So drink some punch today. But anyway, all right. So the month you said take a what to what?
Take a man on a date. National Take a Man on a Date Month.
Who created that nonsense? I haven't seen that on anybody's national calendar.
Man.
I got the calendar sitting right here. It's not on here.
First time I heard of it. Now, these outrageous prices that they putting on here, you know, you should be spending upwards of $300 to $500 on a date. I don't want to say I'm the spokesman for all men, but I know men, we literally do appreciate the little things. You ain't got to spend $300 to $500. But somebody actually taking us out on a date, we appreciate it. We actually enjoy it. But I want to know how many men actually been taken out on a date. And where would you take it? You know what I mean? So he was appreciated.
If I were to take a guy out on a date, where would I take him?
Or just the days that you did take a guy on a date, you know. You can reminisce. Where'd you take it?
Well, at if I were to take my little friend to
a date that you took a guy out to.
I would take my little friend. Well, he loves sports, so I can always take him to a sports bar and he's happy. But in addition to that, I would take him. We have this winery, right? And every weekend, this winery has like a bourbon and chocolate pairing. on a Friday, and then on Saturday they have something. Every weekend they have some events that he would like to go to, and I know he would love it. So I would take him to the bourbon and chocolate pairing, and then I would take him to the other activity, which is a big line dancing festival on that Saturday. So you sip wine, they give you a wine flight. You taste all this wine and you dance, and it's live band there. I don't know what live band they're gonna have this Saturday, but yeah, that's what I would do. I would take him to that, and then on Sunday I just take him to the sports bar. We watch football all day.
Okay.
He'd be happy. I've done something like that before, so.
Okay.
What would you like to be taken?
That's a good question. I wouldn't mind going to a sports bar. Wine and cheese thing I haven't done in a while. Maybe wine and bourbon. A nice cigar spot. I'm starting to enjoy going to cigar lounges.
Ugh, too much smoke. I can't do it. I'm allergic to smoke.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be in there with an oxygen mask. Wheezing.
What's another place I've been to? Dave & Buster's is always an option. Let me get that out the way.
That used to be my place when I lived in the DMV. I loved going to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, that's always an option. Or any place like Dave & Buster's is an option. You know what I mean? Some nice activity. I wouldn't mind it. I have a good time. But these date ideas, for some people probably don't know where to take their man, or how to act, or what place they like to go. I mean, just sit back, ask some questions. You'll find out where they would like to go, where they be at. And you'll realize that certain places really don't cost that much. Like certain sporting events ain't that expensive, especially if that team ain't been doing good that he like. Oh,
yeah,
that might be cheaper than the bill going on that. Going to one of them dates.
We have a women's soccer team here, the Carolina Courage.
Okay.
Tickets don't cost that much.
All right. And you can
get season tickets for like $300.
All right. And you got the baseball team.
Oh, the Durham Bulls, yeah.
Durham Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're not in season right now, but
and then if you wanted to get real kinky, you could take him to a Carolina Panthers game. Them tickets is cheap too.
Yeah, they are. They are right now.
Hey, you got to take a man. Now when Cam Newton was there, that's a different story. But right now,
that was a different story then. And see, last time I went to a preseason game, and those tickets were very cheap.
Right, the tickets are cheap. You got to take advantage of them cheap tickets in situations like that.
So Lacey J in the comments, thanks for coming in, Lacey. She said it's a thing, but I feel like you shouldn't have to wait for a certain month to take your man out on a date. I've taken them out to do spin art and adult arcade, cigar lounge, and an escape room. New experiences are always fun. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that escape room. I'm too claustrophobic.
I never did escape room. I'm not doing that. I'll put that on my list. Thank you, Elise. I've never
not doing that. Not doing it. Now, the other stuff, okay, well, besides the cigar lounge, like I said, I'm allergic to smoke, so I just physically cannot do those. But they have this place here now where you can actually go in and make your own candles. You get to pick what kind of wax, any colors you want to make it, fragrances. You sit down and you actually design your own candle.
Oh, you got to send me that.
There's another place where you can actually create your own fragrance. So these types of places are popping up all over the place where you can go in and create something and take it home. Kind of like the wine and design. There's a whole bunch of wine and design places around here now.
Yeah, new experiences are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, What is your thoughts on the amount that they saying?
Well, okay, given that it's 2025, things are more expensive. But on the flip side of that, things are more expensive. So people's budgets are tighter. And to be honest with you, I feel like if you just want to show appreciation to the guy, it shouldn't matter how much it costs. Also, the way I tend to do it, he doesn't know how much I'm spending on it. It's like if I take you to dinner, you're not going to see the bill. You're not going to hear about the bill.
Exactly.
Bill going to be paid and you won't even know it. I would go to the bathroom and say, hey, here's my card. when it's done, just swipe it and bring me back the receipt and the card and I'll slip it in my pocket type of thing. I've done that. I've done that before. So
I've done it as well. Yeah, that's why when girls be saying that, oh, you gotta spend like $200 on the first date. You don't know how much money I spend on the first date.
Oh yeah, how do you know?
You have no
See,
idea.
when you with the right kind of guy, you don't know how much they're spending on you. Now if you want to sit there and rack your brain because you're so used to going out, you can kind of ballpark how much everything costs, and you sitting there calculating. Why are you there? Are you there just to calculate? How can you enjoy the person if you just sitting there running a tally in your head? You might be there for the wrong reason. I'm not saying automatically they are, but they may be there for the wrong reason if you keeping track of how much they paid. I don't care. And there's a whole lot of ways you can show somebody some appreciation and spend no money at all.
Right.
So you just got to be creative.
I agree with that.
Elise said her next date is going to be at Sneakerdoodle. Design your own sneaker. Oh, that would be
yeah,
dope.
That's a nice joint they got out there in the A. And they got a lot of Air Forces out. I got me some Jordan.
Ooh, I would love that. I go get me some ones just so I could do that.
I got me some white on white Jordans that I call my cocaine.
Okay.
Next time I come out there, I'm gonna go there so I could get my cocaine's design.
Make sure there's some blue in there somewhere. That's all.
I'm probably get them Eagles colors.
Oh, well, I can do with the green. That's Michigan State color, so bump the Eagles. Let's go green, go white right there.
Anyway,
bump the Eagles. We gonna go Michigan State green, Spartan green.
Josh Bailey said, "Take me shoe shopping." Shit, one pair of shoes, damn near $300 now.
What's up, Josh? Yeah, they are expensive, but I got my eye on some. I'm just saving my little coins up for. Because I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my life, right? And next year is a milestone birthday for me, so I'm gonna finally gift myself a pair of them Jordans for my
definitely is a milestone.
My milestone birthday.
I think we can go on that cruise. See, you in Carolina. I think they got one to leave out of Carolina, so you ain't got to go too far.
I don't know. See, there's, like I've told you before, Dennis, there's a ton of places that I want to see right here on American soil. I don't have to go on a ship to be entertained. There's so many places here I haven't seen yet. I keep telling you I haven't seen Miami. I still want to go to Miami.
Okay. All right, man.
So I don't
know. Miami's a beautiful, beautiful experience.
That's what you always say, and I have not experienced it. And listen,
now me, I
haven't even been to Atlanta. I haven't been to Atlanta in over 14, 15 years.
That's a whole different place.
It's been at least 15 years ago last time I went to Atlanta. Probably before that.
My first time going to Atlanta was when Pacquiao got knocked out.
Okay.
He got knocked out. I'm in Magic City. getting drinks and some ladies.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it at my friend's house. She had a fight party.
And fight parties sometimes is all right. I'm glad the fight's on Netflix now. Because I hated going to a fight party and I got a bad seat and now I can't even see the fight.
So it was
Oh yes,
it
and
was
Elise
I
was with
know
me. Sharon, Elise was with me.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
He's in Magic City, my spot.
There's nothing wrong with it. But I already told
She
you.
won't go to Magic
I
City
told you
with me
my
now.
stripper story. I wouldn't either. I don't blame her.
Man.
You know you wouldn't know how to act.
I think I was well. I actually, at least was I on my best behavior? Or was I out of control? I don't know.
Aren't you, Dennis? Aren't you
Those drinks was
anything to
done.
podcast?
That Dennis was in his 20s, Sharon. That dude over there, that's why I'm asking the question. That was a different dude. You got a 40-year-old Dennis here now. 40. That dude
Lord
was
have
in his
mercy.
20s.
Are you 40?
I'm 40.
So you just turned 40.
Just turned
this
40.
year. Oh, no wonder you went so hard celebrating. It's a milestone birthday.
Yeah.
Don't you feel different?
A little bit. A little bit
I
different.
know. When I turned 40, I remember when I turned 40. I remember my 40th birthday like it was yesterday. And it was a special day. But I felt like I had really done something. Like you couldn't tell me nothing all of a sudden. I'm 40. I made it to 40.
Well, that's how I felt that way at
Child.
21.
I done
But then when I got 40,
brought life into the world. I'm 40 years old. I have a professional position. I was, doing very well for myself. You couldn't tell me nothing. Elise said you were good. From what I remember, you gave me money, so you were good.
Because I knew I was going to spend too much money. I already knew that.
Yeah, but
some people ain't got strip club etiquette. I got strip club etiquette. I do not go to the Mac machine at the strip club. Do not.
Well, I have a question though. So, would you feel comfortable with a woman spending $300 to $500 on you for a date?
No. Because in my eyes, $300 to $500, we going to trip.
Well, that's a date.
I understand. That cruise I just got off of was $383 for a 7-day cruise.
That's no money at all.
Exactly what I'm saying. So we ain't just gonna spend no one day on no $300 to $500. That's all I'm saying. $300 to $500, we out of here.
Okay.
I got a passport, so
I'm working
going to
on
Mexico with $300 to $500. That's a whole. They had those little Mexico trips. That's a whole nother experience.
Well, I am working on my passport, Dennis. I'm working on it. I got my real ID, so now I'm working on.
I got my real ID too. Got my passport. I'm not getting the global. I'm not gonna get the global entry fee.
Why?
I'm not doing that. I just keep the MPC. I got the mobile passport control, I think it's called.
Why? Why won't you get the global entry?
Nah, you get it for 5 years. There's really no difference. At first, people had that global entry. They skipped the whole big line. I ain't gonna tell you the line when you come back home, wherever you at. It feel like it's like 500 people you in line waiting for. You waiting to get on a ride to Disney. But then there's a global entry line. Ain't nobody there. It's empty.
Right.
You just walk right through.
Right.
And then you got the NPC line. It might be like 10 people there. So I just keep the NPC because it's free.
Nah, I want global entry.
It's
worth it. It's worth it. 5 years. It's worth it. It's worth it if you travel. If you don't travel, there's no need for you to get it.
Yeah, it comes with a TSA pre-check.
Right. Sister Sheila has it. So watching her go through was quite interesting. But luckily for me, at the times that we flew, it wasn't like a backed up time where I was sitting in line for an hour or nothing crazy like that. So she went on through, and then I'm right behind her. So it wasn't,
Right.
It wasn't that long. She probably had to wait about 5 minutes for me or something like that.
I really don't be caring about TSA pre-check because I get there a little too early.
Well, yeah.
So I don't be worried about that. Certain things I may get, I may not get, but the global entry fee, cool. Cool. But let's get we got something else to talk about.
Okay.
We got something else to talk about. We have a video before we get to this letter. Do have a video. Tony Baker. Now a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot, but about 4 people have told me that me and Tony Baker are similar. I guess in our comedy deliverance. I don't actually see it, but people have told me. And I don't know. Maybe you follow him, you'll see something different. But I actually don't see it. Let's see what he's talking about.
I can kind of see that.
Listen, apparently, there's a video out of a husband fighting 5 women to defend his wife. 5 women was trying to jump his wife, and he fights the women. Now, I consider myself a very chivalrous dude, right? 100%. I feel like men shouldn't be putting hands on women. But let me tell you something. If you jumping my wife 5-on-1, guess what? My wife is not about to get stomped out on my watch. I'm jumping in wholeheartedly. I'm fighting these 5 women like they men. Fuck that. Y'all could potentially kill my wife. I'm not having that. Y'all not jumping my wife, and I'm just standing there like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a gentleman. Fuck that and fuck y'all. I'm giving full, meaty sock outs to these women. Good, robust sock outs. I'm going for the one-hitter quitters. Hopefully it just be 1 hit per woman. Hopefully I only got to throw 5 punches. But these women probably resilient. They probably gonna be taking the hit. So I gotta go in full steam. But what I'm not gonna do is let my wife get stomped out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like that husband was justified in protecting his wife, man. That's just me. If you offended, I don't care. I got to get my wife home safe. Fuck that. Y'all shouldn't have been jumping her. You know, if it's a fair one, I'm gonna let my wife get the fair one if it's 1-on-1. But 5-on-1, come on. What we talking about?
I agree. Now, when we get home and when everything gets together, we get past it. I need to know why 5 women wanted to jump you.
Well, if y'all in tune, you would already know why. You should already know why. If y'all in tune.
5 women want to jump your wife. Usually, when it's something like that, it's usually over a man.
Yeah, sometimes. Usually it's a perception of a man.
I'm gonna say 5 women wanted to jump my wife, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say maybe it was work related.
Oh, like work husband type of stuff?
No, not work husband, but just work related. Like something went down at the job. Somebody was talking too slicks. I could see that part. I just can't see 5 women wanting to jump a female who was married, and it ain't about.
Oh, I can. It could be.
Give me a scenario.
It could be anything with women, especially with women. Okay, it could have been. They could have been both been at the store, and she looked her up and down or something, or the other woman thought your wife looked her up and down. Some women just have a thing on their shoulder and they're looking for somebody to get into it with.
I could see that
you
for
might
maybe
just be
two.
standing there minding your own business, and then all of a sudden now she got a problem with you. Who she thinks she is? I'm gonna get my girls and blah blah blah. It's happened to me before.
5 women wanted to fight 5 women.
It wasn't 5. It was 2.
2, I can see 2 on those
But that's
scenarios you
okay.
talk about.
They won't.
But
They never
5,
would do it.
you got to call somebody for 5.
Listen, that was when I was carrying my box cutter. Needless to
Sure.
say, they never bothered me again. I'll just tell you that. They got scars to prove it too. Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying these women now that do this, or we do it more than men, because I've seen some petty men have some petty arguments over bull crap.
Right.
Especially
and usually,
that you bumped into me at the club. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard was he bumped me in the club.
Man.
Or he scuffed up my sneakers. I had my fresh Jordans
situation.
Why you wear your fresh Jordans to the club anyway, dummy?
The club situation, because I've been there for that. The club situation more so, they came in ready to fight. You could tell by the way the guys are acting who came in ready to fight. They ain't even dancing with no girls.
Right.
They over there just sipping on water, just staring at people. That's it. Females over there doing all types of stuff, making the clap and everything. They ain't paying no attention to that. They ready to fight.
I'm not always ready to fight in public with strangers anyway. You never know what you run into. You might actually run into somebody crazier than you. You don't know.
Yeah, they don't care. They had something they had to get off their chest. So they paid $10 to get in the club to go get in a fight. See, if they go to a boxing ring, to go fight somebody, it's a lot of stuff they got to go through first. You go to the club, you get a good knuckle sandwich out there. Win or lose, you got some self-esteem on.
Yeah, see, I'm not.
Now, y'all keep saying it's not about man. Y'all have to give me something that made 5 women come to you.
Oh, I just told you. It could be something as silly as she looked at me wrong, or she thinks she all that. It could be a coworker. I'm sick of her. Every time I try to step up and answer the question, she always jump up answering the question. Every time I want to get picked for something, she always get picked for who she thinks she is. She always coming up in there, blah, blah, blah. And then they go get their girls. Because, bullies always got to have a crowd. They don't bully alone. They always got to have somebody with them. So it doesn't always have to be about a man. It could just be anything. It can be, okay, well, she's seeing my ex. They mad because you seeing their ex.
That's a man.
I know, but it's their ex.
Now, I got a scenario. The supervisor did some BS at the job and pissed off all 5 of them at the job. And they waited till they got outside and kicked her ass. Now, I got that scenario. Now, that makes sense.
Or somebody lied on you at the job and made these chicks mad at you, and then they try to jump you, and you ain't even done nothing.
Yeah. Because a lie travels very far, but the truth is so quiet.
Yes. And then especially when you think something is real and you don't bother to ask the person and you just act on what you think is true.
That's because
why you don't have to have a conversation because you're so smart and you know everything. So So if you heard it, if somebody told you, then it must be true. So you act on it. You don't even bother to give the person the courtesy to even defend themselves. You just say, That's what it is. And there you have it. And here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Ridiculous. No communication. What am I always saying? Gotta communicate.
Got to communicate everything. And then you got to be good at communicating. Because everybody don't interpret your communication.
Nope.
And people don't even listen. There's another thing.
No, they don't listen.
You have to listen.
No,
because
they don't want
you
to
can give them the whole playbook to the T. Then they be like, "Oh, you ain't telling me you was doing that." I wrote. It's in a text message.
Listen, people do not want to admit that they don't know something. They walk around thinking that they know everything. They cannot admit when they got it wrong. That's what people do.
Yeah. Lisa said, listen, think about it. Think about it if they out. She out with her hubby and the other lady out with their girls. She can only know one person and the other could be family members.
Right. Because I know how I am. If I'm out with my girls, it's me and I'm out with 4 other girls. And one chick show up and she got beef with one of the people I'm with, I'm going to be right there. Now, I'm not going to be fighting in public. Not now, not in 2025, but 20 years ago, 30 years. Yeah. I'm always ready. I stayed ready. I'm just too old for that now.
And Ron said, say it again, Dennis. I hear you, Ron. I'm just here to tell you, me, it ain't.
But you would defend your wife, though, if 5 women wanted to beat your wife up.
Got no choice.
Yeah.
Y'all are not just, husband and wife. Y'all a team. Y'all come as one. When they see you, they automatically ask about the other. That's just what it is.
Well, here's the
it's
thing,
like Frick and Frat. You don't say, "Hey man, I was just chilling with Frick today." No, you chilling with Frick and Frat. What happened with Frat? That's the first thing they gonna say.
But here's the thing, Dennis. Some people were complaining, saying that he shouldn't do that because he shouldn't put his hands on women. Right. Well, it's 5 of them jumping on his wife. What are you supposed to do? Just let him sit there and kill his wife?
Exactly, because that's possibly what could happen. She could end up in a hospital, something major besides just killing. You just sat there and watched 5 women beat on your wife. No.
Oh,
now I'm gonna try to break it up. I'm gonna try to break it up first. Now, if y'all don't listen, y'all keep swinging. So I'm going down. But I'm coming in as a gentleman. No, y'all not fighting my wife. Stop this. Go home.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I don't blame him. I agree with Tony. I agree with him wholeheartedly. And any of those women, if they get hurt, that's on them. See, I believe in fair fighting. 5 against 1 is not fair.
Yeah, if it's a fair fight, I'm letting it go down.
No, I don't think you should, even if it's fair. Not at this age. I mean, you 40 now. Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
You get to a certain age, it's just like, no, we're not doing this. We don't have time for this. I don't care how bad you are.
I'm still stuck on why y'all fighting. I'm still stuck on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get a good answer.
I mean, it could be anything. She cut me off and I got road rage and I just went and got my friends and came back to find her. You just anything. People are getting mad about anything these days now.
But when I've seen crowds, I'm just gonna say majority. When I've seen, beat downs of crowds and all that, it's usually about a man.
Usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
They go get 4 girls. They had this conversation. Oh, I can't believe, come to find out, he ain't just having sex with the main girl and the girl that she want to fight. No, he's also having sex with 2 of the other girls of the 5. So 3 girls out of 5 he's having sex with, plus the girl that they want to fight. But the main girl called the other two girls have no idea that he having sex with them. I've seen this scenario.
Of course. Well, how about this? Before we get to the letter, how about this scenario? Baby shower. Guys at the baby shower. Baby mama number 1. Baby mama number 2 comes to the baby shower to bring a gift. Supposedly to bring a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And they come and then they start shit at the baby shower.
Presents. You know, I flex your presents.
You see what I'm saying? You know good and well she didn't have no intention on giving her no present. She wanted to be present, but she wasn't giving a present.
Wasn't giving no present. She wanted to be present.
She wanted to confront. They both sitting there pregnant. See, they're both pregnant. Both pregnant. So you got 2 women pregnant at the same time. One of them about to pop. The other one may be 2 or 3 months behind her. And she comes and brings a gift to let her know, oh, he got another woman over here pregnant because the first woman didn't know it. See, that right there is some ghetto crap right there. That is just some trifling shiggity.
And she came and bought the gift, and she ain't just buy no BS gift. She bought a good gift.
Oh yeah,
she
probably.
Oh, when I know one thing. When women making a statement, they make a whole statement. Ain't no have it's a whole statement. That you gonna remember this. You gonna remember this whole sequence. I ain't just come with no cheap gifts like a pacifier. No. So
more than BJ in the house. Sam Sports Multimedia Network. Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Yeah, over my wife. Yeah, I'm fighting over my wife as well.
All right. You want me to read the letter to the Side Jawn?
We can read the letter to the Side Jawn. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all listen to this letter in detail because they really need some feedback.
All right. Let's go. Dear Side Jawn, I need help. Men can be so insecure, it's ridiculous. And then they put an eye roll emoji. My husband mad because I let his own homeboy come take a shower, eat, and crash in our bed. Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I didn't read this before, so hold up. I'm going to repeat this. Dear Side Jawn, I need help. Men can be so insecure, it's ridiculous. My husband, so they're married, my husband mad because I let his own homeboy come take a shower, eat, and crash in our bed. Before y'all jump to conclusions, I wasn't even in the bed. I slept on the couch because it was 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
Violation. Go ahead.
Because it was 2 a.m. His girl had put him out and he had to be at work by 6. My husband was already gone working overnight. Oh, so he was working. Okay. I was like, where the husband? Like, am I crazy for thinking you're supposed to help your friends when they down bad? If that's really your boy, shouldn't he be able to trust that I would look out for him, his friend? Now, my husband is acting like I broke the 10 commandments because his homeboy laid his head on a pillow. Baby, the only thing that touched him was a blanket and the plate of food I fixed. So she even cooked for him. That's it. But somehow I'm the villain. Men swear they loyal to their bros until it comes time to actually hold them down. The same dude you drink with every weekend is now suddenly a threat because he needed a place to crash. Be for real. All I know is this. I'd rather deal with a mad husband than watch somebody I call family sleep in his car. But hey, maybe that's just me being too nice. Help me. Go ahead,
Let me say
Dennis.
this. Let me start.
Go ahead, Dennis.
You're doing a little bit too much helping.
Yeah.
That mofo could have slept on the couch. I have a problem with you fixing him something to eat. I ain't got a big problem with that, as long as you wasn't up cooking at 2 a.m. If you gave him something that was already in the refrigerator, put it in the microwave, something like that, that's different. All right. I'm just gonna put that out there. But you up
Yeah,
making a
yeah.
full course
She
meal at
didn't
2
say that
a.m.
she cooked it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't say that she cooked it. I guess that was my assumption. But you're right.
Yeah. You making a full course meal 2 a.m? Violation. You let him sleep in the bed. Violation. Only 2 types of people sleep in the bed, and that me and you share, and we're married. That's either some babies because they had to come over and find somewhere to stay, so some babies, or it's our parents.
Right.
That's it. That's the only 2 people that has an invitation to the bed. Some babies or our parents. That's it. And I feel as though that shouldn't even be discussed. But at the end, what's to talk about? I feel as though you did too much. Your husband was at work, working overnight. You should have called him first of all. Your homeboy's in violation for sleeping in that bed. He shouldn't even took that. Sleeping in. No, I'll sleep on the couch. You should have slept on the floor, fool. You was about to sleep in the car. Now, do I trust my homeboy? And I'm talking about me. My homeboys with my wife, yes, I do. I wouldn't sit there and think twice about
it. Okay. Anything else? Any other comments?
No, you got the rest of it.
Okay. Once again, just like we always come across whenever we get these letters, there's some key information they failed to include in the letter that could possibly change my response. But taking the letter the way it was written, I'm uncomfortable with the whole thing. I don't like it. I don't like her attitude about it. Like, oh, I didn't. Can you really be that dense to think that you didn't think that you did anything wrong? And let me tell you what really, really started. Well, it started bothering me from the beginning. But when I got to the last paragraph, it confirmed how uneasy I've been throughout the whole letter. Because she said, all I know is this: I'd rather deal with a mad husband than. I don't even care what came after that. I would rather deal with a mad husband than.
You know what I mean? They made their mind up already.
See, and then she said, then watch somebody I call family. I call family. He's not family. She calls him family because that's her husband's like boy. Family? I'd rather deal with a mad husband than let the so-called family sleep in the car. I wouldn't. My husband is my priority. Bible says that all that cleave to your husband stuff, I'm not even going there. I'm not going there about the cleaving. I'm going to go here. God also says you should carry yourself without any hint of impropriety. No hint. Do things right and in order. Period. Don't show even a hint of impropriety. There's a hint of impropriety all up and through this letter. And let me tell you this. Why did he feel comfortable calling her at 2 a.m?
I don't think he called her.
How did he get there?
I think he knocked on the door.
She wake at 2 a.m?
Yeah.
No. Nope. Sorry. Husband just went to work overnight. That means he works like 11 to 7.
Yeah.
That's the typical shift, 11 to 7, if you work overnight. So he had to leave, let's say 10:30.
Or maybe he called him and he was like, "Oh, well, just go to the house. I call Rachel. Rachel come down there,
But
let you in."
if he had done that, then he wouldn't be upset now.
No, he probably still be upset because you let him sleep in the bed. What the fuck is he gonna sleep in the bed?
What? No. Anybody that let him sleep in the bed would be upset for him even coming anyway, period. No.
I'm
I
still
still say,
I'm just let that man sleep in the bed.
but like I said, we don't know. We don't know how, but 2:00 in the morning, somehow he let it be known that he got kicked out by his girl. So you're not coming in my house 2 in the morning. If he was my blood cousin, like a real family member, that's different. But this is just my husband's friend. No. Mm-mm.
I agree.
And what if
When
it
we
was the
gonna know?
opposite? What if it was the opposite sex? What if?
That was the next question I
What
was gonna
if?
ask.
Right. What if this was the husband and he has a female friend whose husband put her out, and his wife is at work, and
Right. Or maybe I ain't gonna say
the
husband put her
husband,
out. What if
Dennis, you at home, and your friend Chiquita, who you've been going, y'all go way back like 4 flats, but she's your friend and she's a woman. She got put out by her man. She called you at 2:00 in the morning, or she come over knocking on the door at 2 in the morning, and you let her in? Your wife gonna be pissed off. You hear me? Because it's 2 in the morning.
I'm gonna do it exactly like they did it. What if it's her wife's friend? His wife's friend?
No. No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, Dennis, no. It's improper. It's no. You're not supposed to. No. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
I understand. Now here's the thing. If it's my wife's friend, she called, something happened at her house. I don't know, electric went out, something. I don't see too many women getting kicked out the house because usually the man get kicked out. It's always the woman's house. So I don't see that. So I'm just gonna say, she called, she called Rachel saying, she needs somewhere to go. Rachel told her to come to the house. So I opened the door, let her in the house, got her some food out the microwave, out the refrigerator, put in the microwave for she has something.
Stop. If Rachel told her to call you and come to the house, then all of this is on Rachel. Okay. She shouldn't be pissed off about nothing because you done told this chick to come to your house with your husband. So after you say that, you have nothing to complain about. Nothing. I don't care if he had you sleeping in the bed with you. If you had her sleeping in the bed with you, she can't complain. You the one told her to go over there. You should have never said that. It's inappropriate. There's a video floating around right now. These women keep tagging me in their responses to what I'm saying on, right? In the video, there's a young woman. She's young. She might be 30, right? And she's talking about rules as a woman, how you carry yourself around people of the opposite sex, and the way that you should do things as a woman when you leave the house, when you go certain places. And so she's just really talking about how people in her generation, women in her generation, are not paying attention to these things, and they just out here doing all kind of stuff. And she was like, no, it's inappropriate. You should never leave, like one rule, never leave the house without your hair done. We were taught that from birth. You don't leave the house without 3 things done: your hair done, earrings on, lipstick on. That was my mom. She taught us that. I'm still that way. If I leave the house without one of them three on, that means I forgot. I didn't realize it. And then she goes down a list of things. Okay, when you're with a man and he's around his friends. This is how you carry yourself. You don't do this and you do that. You don't make all this eye contact. You don't stand there talking to him for a long time. You don't, how you move when you're, when you're with somebody and you're around these men. So I agreed with her in my comment, and then I added a few more. These young girls keep, well, you sound like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why do you keep tagging me? I'm telling you what I've been taught. That's my opinion. I don't need to have no discussion with you. And that's the reason why the girl made the video, because too many of these young girls don't know any better. That was her whole point. She was talking about, well, if I go somewhere with my boyfriend, don't you need to speak to everybody? Don't you need to talk? Okay. Yeah. And that's when you get the fellas looking at your girl, looking at his girl like she flirting with all of us. You know what I'm talking about?
It go both ways.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it go both ways.
You see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, because
it's very easy to happen. That's the reason why it is up to the woman to be careful how she deals with these men that are present, especially when her man that she came with is not in the room.
Well, let me ask you this one. All right, let me ask you this one, because I've seen this one. I've seen this one in action. One of the homegirls had got kicked out of their crib, so they asked to stay with her homegirl and his man. So she let her stay. You know what I mean? She had another room, so the girl stayed there. And next thing you know, she started wearing stuff that was inappropriate.
Typical.
Around the house. But it wasn't while her girlfriend was there.
Right.
It was only while they was there.
She got to go.
He's a friendly dude. He was just, they would drink, sit there, talk, play cards. He'll have the fellas over playing cards and everything. He'll try to hook her up with one of his homeboys, whatever. It'll work out for a little while. And then one day she made a pass at him.
Of course.
But she didn't make a pass at him until they was both drunk. This is what I had to tell him. I was like, was you drinking when they made a pass at you? She made a pass? She's like, yeah, we was drinking. I said, she did that purposely, though. To make it seem like it was the liquor, and that's why she did it.
She shouldn't have been there, no way.
I agree with you.
I'm not coming to stay with my friend and her man in their house.
All right, well, let me get to Elise. Elise said, if he even dared to call me, I would immediately call my husband and told him that he called and to call his boy back.
Exactly. If that's the way it went down. Like, yeah, if he called, like, let's say he called you and he couldn't get you. So then he got my number and he called me. Sorry.
She also said, hell no, hell to the no. No, ma'am.
I'm with Elise. I'm not doing that.
Ryan said he should have slept in the car.
He should have. Who the hell is he that he can't sleep in the car for a night?
I understand you gotta go to work, so you need to take a shower. I ain't mad you gotta take a shower.
Take your ass to the gas station.
I ain't mad that my
take a bird bath.
I ain't mad.
You can take a bird. You can take a bird bath for a night. There's no reason that he has to have access to your home that night. Now, let's go back to my other scenario that I was telling you about. And I was talking about the wife. It was you and you have a female friend.
Right.
The only time to me that would be acceptable for her to be able to come over in emergency is if she was in danger. Like if it was a domestic violence.
Domestic violence, exactly. I've seen those ones too.
I've seen that.
And then And then it also, I've seen that one go slightly left. And then she also made a
over
pass to the
time.
boyfriend.
Over time.
Over time, yeah.
I didn't say she got to camp out for days. I'm talking about that night.
Oh no,
See
she
what
had
I'm
to camp
saying?
out. She had to camp out for
See,
days.
this is the problem. Domestic violence. Y'all friends since childhood. Me and you married. You my husband, Dennis. I'm at work or whatever. She called you crying because dude done hit her. And ask, you know, she come banging on the door, help me, help me, help me, and you let her in. I don't have any problem with that. She ain't staying the next day, the day after that, and the day after that. No, you got a place for that. We have places for that. We have shelters. We have domestic violence shelters for people like that. That's where you can go. And if she's got family members or other friends that are single, yes, that's where you're going. But no, you can't stay for long. You can't stay forever. No.
Listen.
Mm-mm.
They be staying. You know, you always hear the line, like they'll get kicked out right now. Oh, I need somewhere to stay so I get my income tax. You know, that's the famous line. That's the most famous line I ever heard in my life. Okay.
Look, if it's October, we ain't waiting on income tax.
Now hold up. I've been one to wait on income tax, and I've watched a mofo stay at your house and go buy a car.
Mm-hmm. Still staying at your house.
Still staying at your house.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, no, I'm sorry. I have compassion. You know, like I told you before, I have worked with victims of domestic violence. I'm very, very sensitive to that, and that's that issue. But that doesn't
Right,
mean that
crazy.
you have to stay for days. No, you can't do that for days because that's when it goes left. The wife is gone and she's still there all upset, and y'all get to talking and you're there to listen to her, and one thing lead to another. That's what always happens. No.
And Ron said, go to a Motel 6 to keep the light on for you.
That's right.
That's
Help
what
her
it is,
out.
man. Get
Help
yourself
her
together,
out
but
that
it
way.
should never. I don't want to be around nobody that gets me to a thought that you're gonna do something with my wife.
Exactly.
All right. Number one rule: if you need somewhere to stay because you messed up your house, you're gonna respect my house.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And the wife should have kept those same guidelines in the respect in the house.
That's right.
And that's why he's mad.
There's no way, there's no logical reason on earth that she should have let him sleep in that bed. I'm sorry. So, Miss Help Me, you should never let him sleep in the bed.
Best help I got for you, though, is you need to go, you need to apologize. Y'all need to set some ground rules on what house rules is. And you need to understand and listen to where your husband is coming from on how he felt in that situation.
Right.
See, y'all always quick to say, "Oh, he and man acting like a bitch and all that." Y'all always quick to say that, but then y'all also say, "Oh, well, my husband ain't got no feelings because you ain't there to listen to his fucking feelings." That's why.
Right.
That's exactly why he ain't got no feelings. You ain't there to fucking listen to him.
Right.
So why would he express those with you?
Right.
And this is how you end up with another woman. Why? Because they listen to his feelings.
Right.
And they actually took those into consideration.
Right. I agree with you. I agree with you. She all wrong. I'm sorry.
Man, you all wrong. You gotta take that loss. I know you don't like taking a loss or being accountable. It's a big thing for some people. Taking losses and being accountable. But this one, you're just gonna have to do it.
You better
Don't
say
worry
I'm
about
sorry.
it. This loss is not going to be a big loss, okay? You just lost the battle, but which helped you be better for the war.
But she's got to apologize, and she has to apologize. She has to mean it. She has to mean it. Yep. She has
to. You can't sit there with the attitude, "Oh, I'd rather do." No. You ain't got no "I'd rather do." You fuck around, don't have no husband. And if you ain't got no husband, how the fuck is he still your family? Exactly. Obviously, you riding with your husband.
Exactly. I'd rather deal with a
You got to
mad
know the
husband.
difference between being an in-law and an outlaw.
I'm telling you, Dennis, after everything that she said in this letter, that all I know is this: I'd rather deal with a mad husband. That
Right.
sends me over the moon. That right there.
Does that mean you don't give a damn about how his feelings is?
Don't give a damn about his feelings. I'd rather deal with a mad husband. I don't want my man to be mad at me for nothing. Period.
I agree.
And you got to watch yourself when you're around his friends. It's like you come in the house, your husband has 4 or 5 dudes over and y'all playing poker in the living room. I'm not out there in the living room with y'all. I'm speaking and taking my ass to the back, wherever that is, to the room, somewhere else in the house. I'm not sitting out there with y'all.
We got a whole wine cellar in the house waiting for you. Wait, get some wine, baby. Enjoy
Get
yourself.
some
Go watch
wine.
the TV show that I don't like watching. That you keep forcing me to watch.
Exactly.
Right.
Why would I want to be sitting out here with y'all? And you know me, Dennis. I love being around men. Most of my friends are male. I can sit and hang out with all of y'all all the time. But I'm not in my house, in the intimacy of my home with my man. I am not sitting around y'all. I'm not doing it. It's too easy for some look to be misunderstood or some gesture. I'm a touchy person. My hand might touch a shoulder for too long. And next thing you know, people looking at me, calling me a flirt. I'm not having it. Because that's one thing I don't deal well when people misinterpret or misunderstand me and accuse me of doing something that I'm not even thinking about doing or being or feeling or thinking. I can't. I don't know why, but I'm that type of person. Somebody stepped to me with some bullshit stuff like that, I am instantly mad. I just am.
I agree with that. So, in my conclusion here, what I want to say is, if you're in a relationship, no, if you're married, let me say it like, if you're married, and I've been married, so I kind of know a little something. If you're married and you're in a situation where you think you know what the other person's thinking, don't just think that you know. Make the phone call, get the right answer, because it's y'all against the world.
That's right.
It's you and your soulmate against the world. So make the phone call, get the answer, run it down, and make sure you know exactly what's going on. And at the end of the day, once it's all over, if you didn't like the way the play was called by your significant other, then that's when y'all have your intimacy time, and y'all sit down and y'all talk about it, and you express how you feel. Like, well, would it have been that bad if he came up and slept in the room? No, he ain't sleeping in the fucking room. What's wrong with you? I didn't know that was a big thing. Down south, somebody needs somewhere to stay. You let them stay in your bed. We ain't down south. We ain't down south. We ain't doing all that. We ain't that goddamn friendly.
Right.
He needs somewhere to stay. The couch is always available.
The couch or the floor?
On the floor. Because he was sleeping in the car anyway.
Couch or the floor. Either one. I just don't understand what some people think about.
Yeah. Just remember, it's y'all against the world. You always got to make decisions thinking about your significant other.
And always think that you should carry yourself with not even a hint of impropriety. You don't want to give any hint. No, look funny, feel funny. Don't do it. Not even a hint.
Yeah, I agree.
So that being said, my final thoughts is this. Communication is key.
Always.
This type of scenario and stuff is something that the love doctor would say that you need to do in premarital counseling. this is something that y'all need to talk about beforehand. How you going to deal with people of the opposite sex with y'all, between the two of you. That's a conversation you probably need to have before you walk down the aisle, because people have different perceptions on how to do things.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chocolate Girl, this has been another good one.
Oh yeah. What's your final thought?
I gave my final thoughts already.
Same thing.
So this has been a good one. We're very grateful that everybody came out with us today. It's early Saturday morning as usual. Make sure y'all kick in with us every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And also kick in with us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Compliments of the Sam Sports Network. Tuesday is Tokyo's Tuesday. Wednesday is Wild Wednesday. June has Monday's quarterback as well. And at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, there is the Off the Top Sports radio show. I'm a reoccurring guest on there from time to time. So, like I said, you need all things.
Oh, and the Chocolate Girl appears every Thursday at 10 o'clock p.m. with Rise Up Family.
Chocolate Girl with the Rise Up Family. Times have changed. Times have changed.
Yeah, with Andre the Torch Robinson. It's a good show, though. We have a good show. We do a good show. I'm not a part of the network or anything, but we do a show together, and it's a good show. We talk WNBA mainly, and we talk NFL and some other stuff, but mainly it's WNBA and NFL. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and like I said, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out. And as usual, God bless y'all and great day.